Yes, yes, yes. This is the HL podcast for our HL Tuesdays. We are the dopest podcast in the DMV.
Yes, sir.
Presented to you all by the Harris Firm and Willpower Innovations. I am Ambrock alongside your boy Chief.
In the building, let's get it.
We are in the building. Now, again, people, for our HL interviews, we'll be sitting down and interviewing up and coming and established Black entrepreneurs, activists, educators, artists, politicians, etc., to learn more about them, their businesses, and their plans to help the Black community. All right. Now, people, please remember that all of our previous episodes for our interviews are available right now on all major podcast platforms and on our YouTube channel. All right. So wherever you get podcasts, we are on that platform. All right. Now, right now, we are broadcasting live on the Roku platform and Apple TV on the Politicking app, courtesy of our partnership with Politicking Broadcast. And shout out to everybody out there in LA. Special shout out to the StreamYard platform, where we are live right now on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. All right. We're live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube right now. Thank you all for following us on Facebook, TikTok, and IG at the HL Podcast. And of course, lastly, the 6th issue of the HL magazine right now. It's available on our IG page at the HL Mag and on the Black Lotus, Lotus website. Yeah. Shout out to Black Lotus. And number 7 will be here next month, Black History Month. Get ready. We already started writing and preparing for it and talking about it. The cover is going to be crazy. So check that out next month. So on you, Chief.
Man, let's get it, man. Tonight we got our boy.
Man.
He like to call us We Love Robbie, our guy, from Willow J Music. We had one of his artists on last week, JR King. If you ain't checked that out, man, where you been, JR King 24 ripped that joint for us in the last 2 to 3 minutes, man. Yeah. Please check him out. Thank you for coming on, JR King. Let's go ahead and bring our boy We Love Robbie in here. What's goody?
Let me hit y'all with a quick pose for y'all real quick.
Appreciate that, man.
Hey, what's happening, fellas? How y'all doing, bro? How's y'all Tuesday?
Man, just a Tuesday, man. Just grinding.
No tacos?
No tacos yet.
Oh, man. Hey, then I don't want to do this interview. I'm out. I'm just
right.
we had some early off camera. We had some early.
Okay, there we go. There we go. That's what I like to hear.
Man, it's definitely good to have you on. We want to go ahead and jump right into it with one of the serious questions. One that's near dear to me, talking about purpose. I was listening to an interview earlier with Vlad from I think his name is Young Baby, and my man, he got shot 35 times and still here, still alive. You can't tell me that purpose ain't real. In my life, all I talk about is purpose, because I feel like purpose will liberate others. What does purpose mean to you?
Purpose means to me, bro. Damn, y'all coming with the hard hitters. The first question, the bar question.
You already know.
Purpose to me is just chasing your dream, bro. Like, I feel like my purpose is just to always be a positive vibe to people, bro. Like, that's why I go by We Love Robbie, because in my opinion, it's like I'm always going to try my best to be someone to bring a positive light to somebody. And I feel like that's my purpose. Like, no matter what someone's going through, you're going to love me, because I'm always going to be that positive light to you. So I don't know if that answers the question what purpose is to me, but I feel like that's my purpose. Like, regardless, bro, I'm going to make sure I'm going to be that positive light. I'm going to make sure I'm going to always keep it 100 with everybody, bro. And I feel like that's my purpose. I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell you what purpose means to me, but that's, I feel like that's my purpose. Always being able to be a positive light to somebody, bro. That's why I go by We Love Robbie. You ain't gonna never meet somebody who just don't love a real nigga like me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Now, I feel that you answered the question correctly. You put light and love in the same sentence. I mean, Who can get better than that? That was Jesus. That was the power that worked inside of us. So if you don't know purpose, then you just answered it. So
right.
That's a perfect answer to me. So let me ask you this: where did you grow up at, man? Tell the folks where
I
you grew
grew
up.
up in the Inland Empire, bro. It's not LA, it's not the Bay, it's not San Diego. I grew up in the Inland Empire, my nigga. I want to say it's about 45 minutes away from Los Angeles. It's about an hour away from San Diego. We the county you run into right before you get to Vegas. If you drive into Vegas, you gonna hit the Inland Empire, bro. And I don't got a specific city. I'm just an Inland Empire kid. Like from Rancho to Rialto. I was born in San Bernardino on the west side. I'm just an Inland Empire nigga, bro. Like I'm just that's just what I am, bro. I'm just an Inland Empire kid, bro. We're different. The Inland Empire is different, bro. People say we move a lot slower out here, but it's because we ain't in the fast life like Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? Los Angeles got the glitz, the glamour. It's so close to Hollywood, but us out here in the Inland Empire, we move slower, but we focused out here, bro. We feel like we're in the Inland Empire, we feel underestimated, bro. Like a lot of niggas don't see us out here, but we got champions out here, bro. So I'm just an Inland Empire kid, bro. We're about 40 minutes away from Los Angeles, and that's where I grew up at, bro. I you know what I'm saying? Rancho Cucamonga, Rialto, Dino, Moreno Valley, even down to Victorville, Palm Springs, like the Riverside, San Bernardino County is where I grew up in.
So real quick, so why do you feel like people from the Inland Empire don't get their respect?
I feel like people in the Inland Empire don't get our respect. I don't want to sound like it's a bad thing. It's just being in California, the Bay and Los Angeles are just so cracking where it's hard for other counties and other cities to get on. Like you don't catch too many people in San Diego on because the Bay and Los Angeles just so cracking where it's hard for other cities, other counties to make that staple. But we starting to get in there, bro. We got some heavy hitters out here, bro. I know Hit Boy, I think he went to Colton High School. You know, we got Kawhi Leonard. He went to Riverside. He was from Reno Valley. Even down to our smaller artists like Audio Push, M16, Noah James, JR. I know he's not from the Inland Empire, but he from New Orleans, Louisiana. I think he from Shade Reporter or something like that, but he in the Inland Empire. But it's a lot of talent out in the Inland Empire. Gutter Mac, Blue Rags, Doggy Style, my cousin Trot. It's a lot of talent out here, but it's hard for us to shake that table because LA and the Bay is just so cracking. Like you just gotta tip your hat to them. They've been holding shit down for California where it's just hard for those other cities, those smaller cities to put a foot in there. But I feel like by the end of this year, next year, and the next couple of years, like, and again with those forefathers that put on, not the forefather, but the niggas that on right now, they putting on for us. So they giving us that right steps. So niggas like me and my crew and other niggas I know where we can maneuver and get in there and start running the game the way we supposed to. We got our own lane out here, bro. We nothing like the Bay and LA. We got our own lane out here in the IE, and it's like we want our respect, and we gonna get our respect at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear that. So how did that environment mold you? I know you talk about people kind of sleeping on y'all. Y'all more so focused out there. Y'all not really too much worried about the glitz and the glam of the cities that's around y'all. How did that mold you? Because I know that's a lot of pressure to try to break through. You know, some people can fold. How did that
Some
mold
people can. I like to think I got a solid ass crew around me. It molded me to know, like, it humbled me. Like, if there's anything about the Inland Empire, we're very humble people out here. We don't like to step on no toes. We know our place. Like I said, like, I don't come in here and say things like, oh, fuck the Bay. No, we know what it is. Like, we know LA cracking and ain't nobody gonna take that away from LA. We know the Bay cracking and ain't nobody gonna take that away from the Bay. Even San Diego, we know San Diego, you know what I'm saying? But the IE, it molded me to be humble, but it molded us to be hungry. We humble and hungry out here. It's a lot of cities, bro. I think the IE is one of the biggest, like, counties in the United States. We have so many cities. We have so many. Coachella is out here. EDC is out here. There's so many footprints that come out in the IE, but we're humble. We know where our place is. At this point, we know where our place is in this hip hop game, and it's like it molded us. Not just me. I don't want to speak on all of us, but I'm a full-fledged IE kid. I've never lived anywhere else. I've only lived in the Bay for like a year outside the IE, but it humbled us. It showed us like there's been rappers out here in early 2090s who, you know, they want to be like LA, but with time we realize like we ain't them. You know what I'm saying? And it's molded not just me, but all IE artists to know that we have a staple and we have a sound and we have our own right to be in this game. And I feel like Hit Boy, and Hit Boy not just from the IE, Hit Boy's from, and I feel like Hit Boy has this chip. He's from Pasadena too, but Hit Boy went to high school out in the IE and he signed a bunch of IE artists. But Hit Boy is a grand example of what the IE is. It's like y'all niggas slept on me, you know what I'm saying? But now he the hottest nigga out, and I feel like there's more than a handful of us out here who have that same mind state as Hit Boy, where it's like we know where we belong in this bitch, and y'all gon' and it's we humble, but we know like y'all niggas gonna let us in this game at some point. Y'all niggas gonna let us in this bitch, and I think that's what it molded. Is like if there's anything, we're the double H's. We're humble, but niggas is hungry, and we know it's go time out here. You know what I mean?
I like that. So you brought up a few artists. You talked about Hit Boy. You talked about your actual artists in JR King 24. Let's talk Willow Jackson music. You know, please tell us what was the thought behind creating this. You know, creating this business and the story behind the name of the company.
So Willow and Jackson is cross streets of where I grew up on. Again, I'm a IE kid. I was born on the west side of San Bernardino, off of Medical Center. But when I was about 4 or 5, we moved out of San Bernardino. We moved to Rialto to an apartment complex called the ABCs. Now the ABCs is right across the street from a very popular high school, Eisenhower, and one of the cross streets in the ABCs is Willow and Jackson. So that's where the name came from. Where the origin came from was, I ain't gonna lie, like every other nigga, bro. Like what Biggie say, either you rap or play sports. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't too, you know, I'm not bad. A nigga can get out there and hoop a little something, but you know what I'm saying. But I wasn't Kawhi Leonard. You know what I mean?
Right.
I wasn't him. And of course, you know, I tried to rap, but I wasn't a rapper either. You know what I'm saying? So. What my brother really started Willow Jackson music as a record label because he raps, but he still raps, and I kind of took over Willow Jackson music because I got that drive. If you talk to people out here, if you talk to artists out here, they'll tell you like I'm very passionate about music. It's just I can't do music. A nigga can't rap, nigga can't make no beats. So I had to find my lane to get in, and that's where I kind of took the reins of Willow Jackson music. So again, the name comes from the cross streets of the apartment complex I came up in, which is the ABCs. A lot of niggas in the IE know what ABCs is. It was a rough neighborhood. It was a rough apartment complex in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But that's where the name came from. But the origins of it is just me and my brother and my cousin. Before I was managing JR, I was managing my cousin Jordan Iverson, which you know I still fuck with. Go check him out, Jordan Iverson. He got music coming Ziploc. Yep. Go check that out. I was managing, and that's just where it came from. Like a nigga couldn't do music, a nigga couldn't rap, so I took my passion another route, and that's music managing, and that's where Willow Jackson. That is what Willow Jackson is.
So you talk managing, we see that you inspired pretty much yourself and your family and where you're from inspired you to just start to do the managing regardless. How did you start managing JR King 24, and how did that partnership begin?
Hey, you want to know what? Crazy story with JR. I didn't even know this nigga, bro. Way back when I moved from Reno Valley to Rancho, when I was like 13, I met one of my best friends, Aronis, right? Aronis had an older sister named Angie. Angie's like the backbone of this shit, bro. This Willow Jackson shit. Like, I met Angie, bro, and Angie had her kids in basketball. So I had a studio. Shout out to Caleb. Shout out to my brother Pescado. I had a studio. Thanks to them, thanks to politicking, I had a studio out in Dino, downtown Dino, and Angie had hit me up, tell me she got this rapper that she knows that she want to slide through. So, and I've been knowing Angie since I was like 13, bro. It's been times where I was in Angie's car. We was going to the Ontario's Mills, and I was cussing in her car, and she told me, "Nigga, I'm gonna go tell your mama on you." So I've been knowing Angie for all my damn life. I'm 32, bro. I've been knowing Angie for about, 20, damn near 20 years, bro. That's like my big sis. Like, she holds shit down. I've been knowing her for a while. So she hit me up. She told me she knows a coach, a nigga from Louisiana, and you already know the stigma that comes with New Orleans niggas. They just super cool, you know what I'm saying, bro? They super cool. So she ended up bringing JR to the studio. This nigga, listen to me, fellas. I tell you, this nigga. First day, bro. I had another artist in there, bro. Shout out to my nigga Waze, bro. I had another artist in there, Waze. He was helping me out a lot, bro. Shout out to Waze. He was helping me out a lot. Engineering for me. We was in there making a little money. I had Waves in there, bro. This nigga JR, first night I met this nigga, bro. He came in the studio. Angie told me this nigga's ready to work. And niggas say they ready to work, bro. But you know how that is, bro. He like come in the studio.
Yeah.
1, 2 songs. Bro, this nigga recorded a whole motherfucking album. And I'm not gonna lie, she probably booked a 4-hour session, my nigga. He finished a whole that's ad-libbed, mixed, mastered, one take on a couple songs, 10 songs. He probably one take. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. He probably one take. I don't want to put the sauce on it and say 10 songs, because niggas gonna be like, that nigga's lying. So I'm not even gonna say that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say he one take about 8 songs in them bitches, bro.
Dang.
The only songs he probably ran back is when he called his homeboy B so he can do like an interlude, bro. And that's when I knew, like, I need to fuck with this nigga, bro. If there's anything you want in this fucking game, you want a nigga whose work ethic not only matches yours, but surpasses yours, where you gotta go to sleep. Nigga, I went to sleep that night and said, I'm not doing this hard enough. Like, this young nigga just came from basketball practice,
right,
and laid down a whole motherfucking album. And that's just what drew me to him, bro. Just that passion. He's very passionate about this shit. Like, he's passionate. He's hungry, bro. And like, and he didn't even move out here for music. You know what I'm saying? He just moved from when he told me he just moved out here just to find opportunities. So the fact that we've been rocking with each other for so long, it drew me to that nigga, bro. Just a young nigga hungry off this music shit, bro. And ever since, it's just been bliss. Like, we've had plenty of studio sessions where every studio session we had with him, he's recording 10 songs a night. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, bro. And that's something that drew me about him. And I worked with a lot of artists, and I'm not saying artists don't have that drive, but when you do see it, and he wants to rock with your team, you gotta rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You gotta do anything you can to have that nigga on your team. And that's how I hooked up with JR. That's how I hooked up with Angie. And that's just been the squad ever since. That's been Willow Jackson, my brother Pescado Jackson, Angie, and my nigga JR, and we just been going hard ever since. That was just a year ago, my nigga.
That's crazy.
Recorded like 3 albums in a year.
That's crazy.
Some ludicrous type shit, nigga. Like, shit's crazy to me, my nigga.
That's crazy. Now, you said passion attracts passion. To be honest, when we initially met to discuss the interview for JR, your passion drew us to you as well, and we said, man, we got to get you on. So passion does attract passion. That makes sense. So what makes you passionate, and where does passion for you? Where do you draw from? For me, man, just growing up, just different. You know, we from Richmond, and it's different down there. And just hearing people tell you ain't gonna be this, you ain't gonna be that. Now look at you. You know, like, and I draw from that. I'll draw from the doubt. Where do you draw your passion from?
I feel like if anything, I feel like I draw my passion from my family. I have a very, very, very big, passionate family, bro. Every year we have these. My mom, bro, and not just my family, my mom, like just my mom's so passionate in everything she does. She makes sure she does that shit amazing, like amazing, bro. And just my family is so passionate. I have a family that's very big in music, and I'm one of the youngest in the family, bro. My mom, she comes from my mom is probably number 7 in of first cousins of like maybe 27, bro. And just the passion they show for each other, the love they show for each other, it's just, it has to rub off. And that's just one thing I can say that I got from not just my family, but my mom, is just the passion they have for each other, the love they have for each other. Like, they're so close and there's so many of them. It just shows like you can divide that shit amongst 20 of y'all if you're that passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? And again, I have a lot of cousins who are deep into music, first, second, and third generation into music. I have an aunt that's worked with G-Unit. I have cousins that's been rapping. I have cousins who battle rap. I have cousins who are passionate about music. And again, I wasn't a nigga who, in the beginning, I was just deep into music. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm a fan of it. Like, every nigga is a fan of sports and music, but that wasn't like my first love. But it drew me in, just seeing how my cousins, my older cousins, my uncles, how passionate they were into it. My brother's friends, how passionate they were into it. That just drew me in. And JR and Angie, just them. It's just my team, bro. My family, my team. I draw all of that from them, bro. Just seeing, like, JR would tell you, like, bro, it was basketball and then music. And for him to be able to do 10 songs, 3 albums, and knock it out, that's nothing but passion for this shit. You know what I'm saying? He loves this shit. It's more than just money to him. If he don't make a dime out of this, he's still going to be rapping. And that's the same with my family. If they don't make a dime out of this shit, they still going to be doing this shit. And I feel the same way. And just my county, like my city, like I'm passionate in the IE. I don't know if you can hear it, but I'm passionate in the IE. Like, I want it so bad for us to be recognized as one of the greats, not just people that are in here, but I feel like the IE is great in music. I feel like we can do so much in this industry because of where we are, because we are California, and California is a big staple in music. There is no gangster rap without NWA. You know what I'm saying? There is no slang if it wasn't for the Bay. And those are staples in the hip hop game. Like, that's the Bay and just LA. And I feel like the IE has a staple in this game as much as they do. And that's just that's where I draw my passion from. I love my cities, bro. That's why I don't just claim myself to one city. That's why I say I'm just an IE kid, because I'm passionate about my county, and I feel like we have so much to give to the game, where it's like, I'll never stop doing this shit. Like, I'll be 50 still trying to help a nigga out here trying to get on. You can ask niggas, bro. When I had that studio, when I felt like niggas was really out here trying, I wasn't charging niggas for studio time, especially if they were from the IE, because I want to see us blow up so bad. So bad. The way Atlanta's holding shit down, that's how I feel how the IE can hold shit down. So I'm just passionate about my city. I'm passionate about my city's music. I love seeing, there's a meme going around like, we can never be the same because I want to see you win. And that's me. Like, I want to see every nigga out here win. I love the way, I don't know if you guys know who Audio Push, but there's a nigga named Price. I love the way he's just running shit right now, bro. And with Wyclef John, I love the way Noah James and M16 and JR and and my nigga AK, and even though he's from Pasadena and Waves, I love what they do because they're passionate about it, and I gravitate to that shit. Like
Yeah.
y'all niggas, y'all passionate about this shit, and that's why I feel like we hit it off. That's why we doing this interview, because
That's right.
I can feel that passion y'all got for this. Like, y'all know y'all gonna make this shit regardless.
That's right.
Even if it's in 20, 30 years, you know at some point it's gonna pay off. And
That's right.
that's what I feel about my county. That's what I feel about the music in my county, the artists in my county. At some point, it's all gonna pay off. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since you've been managing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly, or the sometimes ugly, right? That comes with managing, and what you've seen so far, experienced so far.
All right, let me go with the bad and the ugly first, because I want to end it with the good. We love Robbie, my nigga. So
I feel that. I feel that.
So
Yeah,
I
hear
feel
that.
like I'm a sum the bad and the ugly up into one. I feel like I watch a lot of interviews. Caleb, my homie Caleb, sends me over politicking. You know, Caleb Dank from politics. He likes to send me a lot of interviews of managers, of A&Rs. And I remember I was listening to it wasn't P, it was Coach K from
Quality control.
From QC, and he said something. He said to me that I've witnessed, that it's happened to me, is managers are expendable, bro. We can be dropped at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't hold. We're expendable. If it's not with loyalty, a person can get what they want out of you. They can do what they want, and they can find another manager to take them a step further. And as a manager and as business, you can't take that personal, but it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like sometimes you feel like you're giving your all to an artist, and it's like that shit just stops out of nowhere because they found something better. And as a manager, you have to just accept that. You know what I'm saying? You can't take them a place where you think you can, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that can be, as a manager, that can be the bad and the ugly, because you want to be the one that takes them to that next level. And it's not saying that you didn't take them to A to B and B to C, but there's someone out there that can take them to C and skip all those other letters and take them straight to R. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. But at times that can be the bad and the ugly, and that again, that humbles you. It shows you like you got more work to do. So that can be the bad and the ugly. Coach K said that when he was fucking with before he even started QC with Jeezy and all that. He said, like, when I think he was a teacher, he was saying, like, this shit ain't promised, man. As a manager, like, if you don't get your paperwork and your wop down, like, a nigga can drop you quick and go get you someone, and go get them someone better. And there's nothing wrong with that, because now look at him. Now look at Coach K. Now he's that man who can get you from D to Z quick. And he's been that guy that can only get you from A to C. You know what I'm saying? And that's just some things you have to look at. So I would say that's the bad and the ugly. But the good in it is that you're around so much talent that shit is, it's just tight, bro. Like, if you love music the way I love music, I've been around so many talented artists that not only did I believe in them, but at some point they did believe in me. Regardless if at some point they said, okay, Rob, this is where it ends. At some point they did believe that I can take them a step further. And I've helped manage, and I've helped with a lot of people. Again, I've helped with my cousin Jordan. He's doing good. I helped with the homie M16. He's doing amazing. I helped with the homie Sweeney. I helped with the AK. I helped with Waves. I helped with a lot of their upbringing, where I can say even if it's A to C, I've helped with that. And just seeing their growth and how good they're getting, and just seeing them now and seeing their music now and how they're moving now, it's like I can sit back and go, I've helped with that at some point. And that can be the good, because if again, I'm passionate not just in music, but I'm passionate in my city. So just to see that they are too, like 16 is passionate about this IE shit. He loves this shit. So to see that I helped, even if it's just a smidget, to see that I've helped with just a smidget, and to see how much he's taken off, it's amazing, dog. Like, I love that shit. I love the way he's at. Even Waves, like, just to see where Waves is at is amazing. Just to see where JR is at, it's amazing. If you love this shit, that's like being a coach. You might not be the head coach, but you might be a shooting coach. Just to, if you're a shooting coach, like Lethal Shooter, I don't know if you look like, if you're a shooting coach, and to see LaMelo or Alonzo, just to see them go 4 for 5 from the tray, you might not be the Tyrone Lue or the Phil Jackson, but just to see that they're moving up, that can be enough for me, my nigga. Like,
yeah, shout out to Lethal Shooter. He from DC.
Who?
Lethal Shooter. He from DC.
Oh, see, I didn't know that. I didn't follow him. That nigga got a cannon, boy.
And he out there right now. He taping a jump. He's shooting out on a plane right now. You gonna see that in the next 3 days. Yes, he's going crazy.
Going this way and going this way.
Right.
This is the exclusive, but I taught him a little something. But you know what I'm saying? That's just
right.
But anyways, my nigga, just seeing that positive, just seeing like where niggas is going in their career, with or without you, knowing that you have something to do with that career at any point is enough for me, because like I said, like that meme, we can never be the same, because I want you to win. I want those niggas to win, bro, because at some point I thought those niggas were not just thought, but I still do. I think those niggas make amazing music, and they're continuing to make amazing music. So as a manager, that's not just the good, but that's more of a blessing that they even seen something in me where they wanted me to continue, where they wanted me to help them uplift their career. So that's a blessing, bro. I couldn't ask for nothing better. You know what I'm saying, my niggas?
Yeah. Appreciate that, man. So we know you on the West Coast, right? But you know, last week there was some crazy things happening here in DC at the Capitol.
Savages, barbarians.
Yeah, facts. Terrorists out here. What was your thoughts when you saw what was happening, man?
Hey, the funny, I'm a funny nigga, bro. I like to see the light side in it. So the funny nigga in me looked at it like, hey, man, black people sit in your chair and let them wild out. Because this don't happen too much where you know other white people are sitting at home like, oh, this is crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the way they looked at Black Lives Matters, the way they looked at Black Lives Matters is the exact same way a nigga was up there with no shirt on, red white paint on his face, and Viking horns, my nigga. If that don't scream crazy, they don't want to see the crazy, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the funny nigga in me just looked at that like, just sit back and let them do what they do, because we've always known this country is weird as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
But the political in me was angry at some point, because they do have the right to do that. You got to remember Brianna, what was her name? Brianna
Taylor.
She was in her apartment, my nigga. Like, she wasn't storming the Statue of Liberty. She wasn't at the Golden Gate Bridge. She was at home after maybe a 12-hour shift and died. And that took her life. And I'm not saying I wanted, I would be a madman to say I wanted more people to be shot and killed during that. But it's like, keep that same energy. If you're going to be that harsh on us, keep that same energy. But that didn't show black people shit. Like, that didn't show, to me, and honestly, to me, that didn't show us shit that we didn't already know. We knew this country was on some bullshit. We knew Trump was on some bullshit. It was just more like, now y'all can see that it's on some bullshit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whatever percentage of the Caucasians who've seen that, it changed some minds. Like, oh, okay, this is wild. This is getting wild, and that's all I can say on that. Again, we knew this country was wild.
Yep.
This country's been treating us like shit forever, nigga. So and we've known they can get that wild. Like they can be on some cowboy shoot 'em up bullshit too. So in my opinion, that didn't show my people shit. That like again, we'll burn down the TJ Maxx, we'll burn down Burlington, but you're not gonna catch a crowd of niggas swarming the Statue of Liberty, bringing it down to pieces. Now, nigga, we're not gonna go to the Capitol and just steal the podium, my nigga. What?
Nope.
Come on, my
Right.
nigga. We don't do that. We don't do that shit. We know we getting shot, bro. That's a massive
Easy.
And then they not even gonna put if that was black people, they won't even put it in the textbooks that we did and got shot like that. They'll sweep it right under the rug. They killed 100, 200 of us, bro. You remember history class? They probably had two pages of slavery in that history book. So,
Right.
You know what I mean? So again, bro, that shit didn't show us nothing except showed us white people are as crazy as what we thought.
Right.
And that I ain't got nothing else more to say about that. I say more for the politic and broadcasting
Right.
debate if it comes up.
Right.
Appreciate that, man.
What was that?
It freeze?
No, you
You
good?
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it freeze. Go ahead, Amrock.
Yeah, so man, so what going into 2021, right? 2020 was crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. Hey, can I smoke on here?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead.
I got
already
that.
see.
Hey, nigga gotta ask.
Right. Yeah.
So in 2021, right? What's the focus, right, for this year? What's the focus?
For Willow Jackson, the focus is JR. I feel like we shut down the end of 2019 and we've been killing shit in 2020 where we have a lot of unfinished business to do with JR. He's been, again, bro, I've been saying it this whole interview, but JR's work ethic is mad, bro. JR's work ethic is mad crazy. So we got a lot of unreleased kind of like B tapes coming for JR where we're just gonna be dropping little loosies around and shit, just getting JR just getting JR to where we know he deserves to be. And that's our 2021, bro. I wanna get Angie out there more because I say this a lot. I don't know if you guys ever talked to Angie. You guys may have talked to Angie through emails, but I compare Angie to I always tell her you're like our Karen Civil.
Okay.
Angie is she just does so much for the squad, bro. Where I want to showcase her more.
Yeah.
Where we're in any state. But that's where we're going in our 2021, bro. We're going to be pushing JR hella hard. We're going to be having these features going. I watched the interview what you guys did. We're going to do a lot more things with his hometown, and that's where our 2021 is going to be. We want to do a little tour, but you know how the city, you know how that goes. You don't want to, But you know what I'm saying? We do want to do things like that. But right now, we're pushing JR's music hella tough. JR has, I don't even want to over exaggerate, hundreds of songs in the tuck. There's not a day where this nigga's not writing. There's not a day where this nigga's, if he's in the studio, he's not recording more than 10 songs. So we have mad songs in the tuck ready for him. We just dropped one on SoundCloud. You can get his song on SoundCloud right now. So we're just pushing JR. My brother has an album. Pescado Jackson has an album we're sitting on with the homie Anna Luz. Shout out to Ant Hill, producer / rapper extraordinaire. So it's a lot of things we got going in 2021. But right now, we've been we've had our foot on niggas' throats with JR's music where we're not letting up. So we're going to let these Lucy's go. We're going to let a few of these Lucy's go. But he's back in mixtape and album mode, and that shit gets scary, my nigga. So that's where we at in this 2021, Brody.
Man, appreciate that, man. Definitely appreciate that, man. So we about to get into our quick five, right? So I'm gonna ask you 5 questions. We just need, 5 quick, solid answers. All right.
Okay.
So first up, man, tell us one thing that you know now. You good?
Right.
Come on now. Hey, that's Cali weed, baby.
hey. But tell us one thing that you know now that you wish you did at the beginning of your journey.
I wish I got my paperwork right. That's one thing. Legit.
Okay.
Get your shit legit. If there's anything I can teach the niggas, this shit is a business. Get your paperwork right. That's one thing, bruh. Friends is friends. Business is business. Get your paperwork right. There's a lot of niggas out there not doing their paperwork. That's your biggest thing you want to do. Get your paperwork right. Make this shit legit. Make it legit so you can get your taxes. And that's why I'm going to keep it because, hey, it's a quick 5, baby. Let's get it.
Quick 5. Hey, appreciate that, man. So which public figure that is passed on that you would have loved to have met, maybe hopefully talked about each other's experiences, maybe potential business opportunities, or simply just pick their knowledge?
That's hands down Nipsey Hussle.
Okay.
Yep.
That man is a legend. That man's a legend. And to this day, it's still like, it's weird that he's not here, bro.
Yeah,
you know
I know, right?
That's what, like him and Kobe. If I can say too, Nipsey and Kobe, bro. Those two, it's like. Yeah. But since I'm in the music industry and I do want to get into sports, and of course that's later down the road. But since Nipsey is definitely that man is a legend, bro, legend.
Facts, man. Appreciate that. So, please, for us, say a curse word that you use in your everyday vocabulary.
Oh man, damn! What if my nephew watching? Caleb and Carson, turn the phone off. Hey, Jace, Tiffany, tell Jace to turn the camera off.
Right.
Hey, you know what? One word I love. I was watching a Netflix series called it was called it was breaking down cuss words with Nicolas Cage, bro, and they broke them all down. Number one's gotta be bitch or bitch. It's got it. I love saying bitch, bro, and not even in the female way, like. If something go bad, like I use it like niggas use fuck, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good word to me, bro.
Appreciate that, man. So, why do real niggas only fuck with Jodeci and not the Beatles?
Hey, if you gotta ask me, then you ain't a real nigga. Next question.
Listen, no.
Quick 5, baby. Quick 5.
We want you to explain.
Hey, you are wild, bro.
Hey, real niggas fuck with Jodeci. Let me just I'll ask you this because y'all. I assume y'all niggas is real niggas. I know that. It's not like a question like real. How many Beatles songs can you sing? And that's not discrediting the Beatles. I know I can go and ask another 10 people and can, but you two are real niggas. How many Beatles songs can you sing?
So I'm a huge fan of music, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know about music history and all that. So I know about the Beatles. I can maybe recite a little bit of one song, but not as much as Jodeci.
Okay, and let me tell you something. That's amazing to me.
Right.
How many Jodeci songs can you sing?
You already know. Forever, my lady.
Right.
Hey, listen,
come on, man.
You answered the question. There it is. And you guys are real niggas. So it's just Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. You are two real niggas right now. You just proved to me real niggas fuck with Jodeci, not the Beatles. And not the, you know what I'm saying? And again, of course you know the Beatles, but I'm probably never going to see you driving down Richmond, driving down, you know what I'm saying? You ain't
Right.
going to never be driving down and motherfuckers singing a Paul McCartney song, nigga.
Nah.
And again, I think Beatles make amazing music. I'm never going to be that guy.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, there's no way these niggas get the accolades they got, and they don't.
Right.
But real niggas, I should say real niggas rather fuck with Jodeci than the Beatles. But it's a Dom verse, bro, and I fuck with Dom Kennedy. He said it, and I put
Oh,
I had
yeah.
the note on there.
Yeah.
Appreciate that, man. Listen, so finally, what and who do you pray for the most?
What and who do I pray for the most? Who I pray for is my girl, Tiff. I pray for her all the time. We expecting our first kid.
Congratulations.
Love her, bro. I wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? All that. So not just her, but I pray for our family. Me, her, Jason Jacks. I pray for her. That's something I pray for all the time. And who I pray, and again, this is just not for me. I pray for success within my team. Like you niggas, Caleb, like I pray for success for us, bro. Because
Appreciate that.
it's like people I talk to all the time, and I ain't gonna make it short and sweet. Fuck y'all 5 minutes.
Right.
I talk to niggas, 5 questions. I talk to niggas. If you've been doing it with passion and consistency, ain't no way God ain't gonna bless you with success from it. That's just, it don't work like that, bro. It don't work like that. If you believe in him and you're consistent and you show him you love that shit, ain't no way he not gonna make it work for you. And that's just the way I look at it. So I pray for my family, and again, that's everybody. So if, I'm making y'all question my answer. I pray for my team. I pray for my family every night after I try to meditate, and then I pray for my peoples, and I pray for success, my nigga.
There you go.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Well, man, that's our interview, man. We definitely appreciate you for joining us, man. We definitely appreciate everybody that's been listening and viewing us right now. Please visit Willow J Music on IG right now, man. Please visit Robbie, man. We love Robbie on IG as well. And
underscore JR King 24. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out my nigga Durf Mania. For the sweater, another IE. He's an IE fashion designer, producer. He worked with Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying?
No,
shout out all my IE rappers, bro. I don't know if y'all niggas do shout outs, but I'm doing them.
Oh yeah, go ahead. We was gonna give you the platform. Go ahead.
Yeah, shout out all everybody, bro. Shout out JR King. Shout out Jordan Iverson. Shout out to my producer, Mac and Swayze. Shout out to all my cousins who do music, Tom, Dooley, Wani, High Key, check them out. Shout out to obviously my nigga Caleb, bro. Only one of the only niggas who really believed in a real nigga, bro. Shout out to politicking. I used to do interviews with my niggas, so we really got it out the trenches. I seen it. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Angie, and just shout out to every IE rapper getting it. And shout out to my little mama Tiffany, girl. I love you.
Yeah.
Hey man, congratulations to you and your family, man. You know, about to have a kid, man. That's blessings, man.
What?
Yeah, hey, thank you all, man. Nigga nervous, but he got it.
Absolutely.
I don't know what other way, however way you can put that.
Fact. Yeah, definitely everybody follow us on IG, TikTok, Facebook right now, all at HL Podcast. Episode 69 is out right now. Episode 70 will be out to you very, very soon. Like Amrock stated already, HL Magazine number 6 is out right now. Definitely crazy. Episode Magazine number 7, HL Magazine number 7 is coming out very, very soon.
Hey man. So man, again, we definitely appreciate it, man. Everybody, peace and love, everybody.
Hey, peace and love.
Yes, sir.